everyone! Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you all the basics of CuteCut. But first, we mustn't forget shoutouts.
That's good.
The links to their channel are in the description below. On with the tutorial. When you start the app, it should look like this. Press this to make a new movie or project. You can name it anything. These are the project settings. You can change the resolution or size of the project up here. Here you can change the orientation of the project. This is used to change the background color of the project. Press Done when you're happy with the settings. This is your workspace. Before we continue, you need to learn about layers. Every time you press the plus button, you choose an element to add. This element gets added onto a layer. You can have as many layers as you want, and as many elements on a layer. You can long press a layer to move it forward or backwards. This will show you a preview of your movie. And up here you can find a group of buttons. This is the slider. You can move it to view different parts of your movie. Press this to add a new layer to your movie. You can choose to add 6 different media types. I will be going over all these media types. Pressing photo or video will bring up your gallery. You choose the photo or video that you want to add. The first media type I will be going over is text, since it's the easiest. You can type in anything you want. When the layer is there and selected, you can see 2 circles on each end of the layer. You can drag one of them to extend the duration of the layer. You can also see a box come up around the text. You can drag from the circles to resize it or move it around. Next, I'll be showing you the controls specifically used for text. Change the size and color of the text. Change the font of the text.
P.S. If you want to learn how to get custom fonts, press the video in the description or press the little I.
Add a border to the text. Change text alignment. This is used to add a shadow. Now I'm gonna be showing you the controls. Copy is used to add a duplicate of the element to the just read it. Cut is used to cut the element at a certain point. You can choose where to cut it by moving the slider. Delete is used to delete the selected element from the layer. Next, I'm gonna be talking about custom transitions. Press this to open up the menu. Tap the plus to create a transition. You can see many different options. You can play around with them, but I'm gonna be focusing on custom transition. You can see a blue area come up. This is the duration of the transition. You can also see two arrows, one at the start, one at the end, and you can drag one of them to extend the duration. But before you can make a transition, you need to know what you can do. There are many different controls. Before we continue the tutorial, we just wanted to thank you all for nearly 10,000 subscribers. If you had made it this far into the video, we have a little surprise for you. We've hidden Easter eggs throughout the tutorial. The first 12 people to correctly find all the eggs will get a shoutout in the next video. Now let's get back into the video. The first button is used to change the transparency. The second one is used to crop the element. The third one is used to adjust color settings. The upper two buttons are used to rotate the element 90 degrees to the left or right. The last two buttons are used to flip the element horizontally or vertically. When you resize an element, it gets squashed and stretched. Pressing this will make it go back to the same ratio as the original. When you want the resized element to go back to its original form, you use this. Now to create a transition, you go to one of the arrows and modify it. Here I am making it flip. You have your first transition now. Another important thing in doing transitions is the easing type. It's quite hard to explain, so you can just play around with it. Changing the easing type will change how the transition looks in general. Next, I'm gonna be going over the photo element. It will open up your gallery. You can choose any picture. You can also add as many as you want on the layer. We already went over most of these, so I'm not going over them again. But we have two options, specifically for photos. This button is used to add a border to the photo. This button is used to adjust the round edge. A cool thing you can use in CuteCut is self-draw. You can basically draw anything, any shape, in any color and thickness. Let's take a look at these controls. The first one is thickness. The second one is opacity. The third one is undo most recent action. The fourth one is clear everything. The fifth one is save the contents on the preview as a photo. There are still 3 media types that I haven't gone over. They're pretty straightforward. Video. It will open up your gallery. You can choose any video and add it onto the layer. Music. It will open up your audio files. You can choose a track and add it to the layer. Voice. It will record audio.